Hey, what is up, guys? So we have decided to go back to Madolche because we played Runic Plunder at locals and we came last with it. So, hmm, not the best idea that we had planned. Yes, John, I do suck at this game when I play slow decks, so we have to play quick decks because if not, I always go into time and then I lose in time. So we're going to go back to old reliable. That is, I'm going to shuffle every card on your field back into your deck. Well, because Madolche has this great field spell that says anytime that a card will be returned from my graveyard, monster specific, it gets returned back to my hand. So once I have access to one hand trap, that's it. I have access to that one hand trap the entire game. So we slightly revamped it. We'll be going back on Wednesday with this to hopefully do better. Yeah, sorry. Shameless plug coming in 3, 2, 1. Um, So now that the shameless plug is over, we're going to just go into the deck list because I haven't done too much IRL testing with this. It's mainly been Dueling Book, and Dueling Book is not the greatest sample for doing actual testing because, yeah, it's Dueling Book. So we start off with the 3 Magellan. This is your searcher in the deck. It just searches any Madolche monster. So it searches mainly your Pudding Cessor because this is the best card in the deck. You always ash this card. There is no universe where you do not ash this card because it gives me free access into any Madolche into my deck. So if I have no monsters in the grave, I can summon this from my hand for free. And then if I choose to summon a Madolche from deck, it locks me into Madolches. But the one that I summon from my deck is its level is reduced by 1. This does actually come up because the amount of times where I have summoned the incorrect thing and now I have a random level 3 that I can't do anything with. So this is why we usually use it to summon this nice lovely card. This says Tribute itself. It summons any Madolche from your deck. So I know that this is supposed to go into the level 5 and then reduce it to 4, but that rarely comes up because that walks into Nib and every other hand trap in the game so easily. So the rank 5 doesn't tend to do as much, except for like pushing for damage or shuffling stuff back into deck. So Chateau can put it back to hand. This is a 3 off because this is just another access to this, and this is just another access to this. So it's basically the equivalent of playing 9 Pudding Cessors, which is a good amount of cards to have that all do the same thing roughly. And then from there, we play the 2 Hoot Cake, the 1 Messenger Gelato, and the 1 Pudding Cessor. Yes, I know, Jacob, this is madness that I only play one of this. However, I've come to realize that we just need to resolve this effect twice. One for the field spell, and then one for the trap. And that's it. And then because we played that many Vernisils, once we've summoned this off Hoot Cake, we use the Vernisil to summon it back, and then that's it. We don't really care about the other one from deck. Yes, in late game it does come up. But yeah. So Hoot Cake's effect is I can banish a monster from my graveyard to summon a Madolche from deck. Which is usually going to be my Messenger Gelato, or it's going to be the Pudding Cessor. Gelato's effect is lets me search for a Madolche spell or trap as long as I control a beast. This is why this goes into this. And then this is the brick of the deck. The amount of times that I've contemplated not playing this, and even when I saw the build that played the YCS during tier element format, he didn't play this. Well, to my knowledge, he didn't play this because this card sucks. It sucks really badly. It's a level 5 that gains 800 attack if you have no monsters in your grave, and then if it battles something, it can pop a card on the field. The only reason this card even exists in this deck is because the rank 5 says if this has a material and you return a Madolche to your field or hand, you can special one from deck. That is the only reason. I have not been using it for that effect. I've been using it for the random pop because I give my opponent an Nibiru token and then I use this to pop the token. That's it. And then for the best extenders of the deck, we play a lot of Vernisils. So we play 3 of the Fairy, 3 of the Duck, 1 Bear, 1 Foolish Burial. So the reason why we play 8 Vernisils is because we want to see these. These are the cards we actually want to see. We don't really care too much about the Madolches. As long as we see a way into the Pudding Cessor, we don't, as far as I'm concerned, all the other Madolches are bricks. These are just all the extenders. Now, yes, they can all be ashed, which sucks really badly. They can also all be drolled, except for this one, because this one's good. So, the Fairy has the effect of searching a Vernisil and then reborning an Earth. The Duck has the effect of searching a Fairy and then reborning an Earth. The bear draws you a card, Reborns in Earth, and this one, Foolish Burials, one, and then Reborns in Earth, as long as it's not the one that you sent, which that would be very, very broken because we used to play this for the Earth Barrier statue for the reason of this would send the Earth Barrier statue, and then we would find a way to get it back to hand and then normal the Earth statue. However, because there is no way to protect said Earth statue, yeah, we don't play that in this deck anymore. But these are all basically your extenders. You mainly want to ash this one over anything else because this one searches your Angeli and makes stuff really, really good. This is just there for another name. Fair enough, it gives you a free draw, but we just play this because it's another name, and this is just another name. That's the only reasons we play these. And then finally, we play the greatest starter in the game, Catered Fenrir. You do not activate this effect straight away because it walks into draw, and then you can't do your Messenger Lato plays, and you can't use Vernisils. You will just summon this. And then after you've done everything else, you can search for another Catered Fenrir. Also, this is very, very good because Vernisils just respawn Earths from the grave, and Fenrir happens to be an Earth. So if this dies during your next turn, you just reborn it, and then your opponent's going to have a very, very bad day. And then for the hand traps, we play a considerably large amount because, yeah, we want to see a hand trap. So we play the 3 Ash Blossom, we play 3 Droll and Lockbur, and we play 3 Orange Light. For everyone that plays Madolche, this is good because we play that many Vernisils plus Madolches that are fairies. So we play 8 Vernisils and 6 Madolches that are fairies. So there is a very high chance you are going to be resolving this. And once you've got the Chateau in play, this just keeps on coming back to your hand, so your opponent just has to play through constant monster negate. Unless they have the Call by the Grave, they ain't getting past this. Droll is probably the second best hand trap to Ash, sometimes debatably better than Ash. But same again, I resolved this once. This will come back to my hand, definitely. Ash is just there. I kind of debated whether or not I wanted to play Ash or Veiler, because Veiler kind of puts in a lot of work. We wouldn't play the Imperm because, unfortunately, Chateau only lets us add monsters back to our hand, not spells and traps. So it means Imperm is not as good. I was going to try and find room for Effect Veiler, but unfortunately not, no. We don't play any Bastiles in the main, unfortunately, but we don't kind of need the Bastiles. Then we play Triple Prosperity, 1 Salon, 1 Ticket, and 1 Chateau. Some builds don't actually play this. I'm back and forwards on this. I mainly use this for the additional normal summon. So if I've already searched enough of the Madolche stuff, either I already have these 2 in hand because I have hard drawn them, or Prosperity's led to them, then this is just good as follow up for an additional summon to get to your plays. Prosperity is great. Reveal 6, and I just can't resolve my Bear Vernissil. That's it. That's the only card it kind of hurts. Salon gives me an additional summon, and if a Madolche is returned back, I can set a Madolche spell or trap. This is mandatory. So there have been times where I have activated this and my opponent has Ghost Ogred it or tried to negate it. Yeah, don't always fall into this. I have to activate this even if I don't have targets in the deck because it is mandatory. Ticket is good. It lets me special summon a Madolche as long as I have a fairy on the field, and if not, I just search the target. Chateau, this might as well just say add all your hand traps back to your hand, because we don't care about the 500 boost, even though that does do the extra damage. We don't care about the fact that when this card is activated, it shuffles back all Madolches. We care about the fact that it says when a monster would be returned to your hand, when a monster would be returned to your deck, you can add it to your hand instead. So there's a great play that I'll show you at the end, where it just gives you infinite resource, effectively. And then finally we play the 1 Promenade. We could play second. It does come up the second now and then, but that only comes up when I already have Salon on field to reset this, because this card is a little bit slow, but its second effect is really, really cool. So its first effect is I target 1 face-up card my opponent controls and a Madolche in my grave, negate the first target, and return the other one to hand. So, you can also... So its effect is that I target a Madolche and 1 card my opponent controls, negate the card that my opponent controls, and then return back the Madolche. So this can kind of play around evenly matched very easily, because I just bounce the monster on the field, and then when they want to resolve evenly, yeah, I have still more resources, and this second effect actually does come up. It's once in a blue moon, but it does matter. So I can banish this card from my graveyard to attach a Madolche to one of my Xyz. So this does let me attach the Pudding Cess to the rank 5, but it's very rare that it comes up. But when it does, your opponent actually starts reading this and thinks, oh shit. But that's it for the main deck. For the extra, we play the one. So we play the one Sistart. Sistart's effect is meh. So basically, while it points to a Madolche, the Madolche spells and traps can't be destroyed by card effects or targets with card effects. It allows additional protection for Chateau. That's really it. The second effect is also that if it be destroyed by battle or card effect, I can just shuffle a Madolche from grave back into my deck. If we use this with the rank 4, this basically just becomes unkillable for the turn, which is pretty good. One Nightmare Unicorn. Never summoned this. This is just like a placeholder at this point. Yeah, just never summoned it. One Donna. This is just free link material. When I just want to send stuff off to the grave and I don't have access to this because I just need a generic link to. Also, free popping is just free popping. This will probably be an SP Little Knight. However, I've tested with a Little Knight, and it doesn't really come up because I have to like link off stuff that I would rather have on the field. And then one Asa. This rarely comes up. This is only if I really get Ibleed. But because Ibleed isn't really in the format, this kind of does nothing. This will probably be the place of the Little Knight instead. Then we play one Zeus. Unfortunately, we don't play the Typhon. I contemplate playing the Typhon, but the amount of times that I got locked into Madolches before I could use Typhon just meant that Zeus was a little bit better. And also, clearing board is just clearing board, and we can make a very big Zeus because we can go into the rank 4, into the rank 5, and then Zeus on top. So then I just have a 4 material Zeus. One Excite on Night. This is Baby Zeus. The amount of people that walk into this because they think, oh yeah, we'll actually put Incessor and they'll make this, and they don't have the answer to this. Or if they do negate this, we make the Zeus. So yeah. The one Bagushka, because it is Bagushka, there is no other explanation besides Plan B. One Cowboy, because we need a way to burn in time, even though this deck rarely does go into time. There are some universes where it does happen, and we the one Abyss Dweller, because Dweller, again, if my Pudding Cessor gets negated, I can make this. And sometimes I have made this just first turn against Unchained, so then they just start wasting resources. Because if I'm able to make this as well as other Madolche stuff before I get Madolche locked, it's just beautiful. It is just beautiful. And then to the Madolche cards themselves, we play double Glass, double Tierra Masu, and double the rank 5. We don't play 3 of this anymore because the third rarely comes up. I realised that I was just a bad Madolche player. These are just standard. So Glass's effect is it can detach material from it, target Madolche, it becomes immune to monster effects. So it means that I can make this on summon 5. So if my opponent nibs me, I then just attach the material and protect the Hoot Cake so that the Hoot Cake can resolve. And then if a Madolche is sent to the graveyard, it doesn't have to be as an Exceed material. It's just if a Madolche is sent to the graveyard, I can target 2 monsters in either player's grave. Well, not targeting. Keep forgetting that. You don't target the targets. You don't target the cards with this. You just go effect, and your opponent says okay, and then you shuffle 2 targets back into the deck. It's non-targeting removal. But because of Chateau, it can return to hand. So what we can do is we go while this is on the field, we go Orange Light, Ditch and Jelly. Then effect of this, put Orange Light and Angeli straight back to your hand. And then after that, we play the 2 Tierra, non-targeting spot removal. Again, it's the same thing off detached material. Target 2 Madolches in your graveyard. Your opponent says, yeah, sure, that's fine. And then you just clear their field. And they're like, oh, no, I want to change to that. It's like, yeah, it don't target, mate. It don't target. And then Choco, this might as well just have no effect. This might as well just say, I just rank up into this. But its very, very rare effect is that I can shuffle a Madolche back into my deck, and if I have the level 5 attached to this, I can also special summon a Madolche from my deck. Very rarely comes up. Like one in every 10 games. I don't go down this route because the amount of hand traps that exist in this format, I will just walk into the hand traps and then that's it. The game's just over. And I'm just having a sad time. Then for the side deck, we play the double Phantasme. The reason why we don't play 3 is because I got rid of my secret, so I don't have 3. The triple Nibiru, because Nibiru is just Nibiru. This card, and yeah, it's just Nibiru. Double Lightning Storm, we contemplated not playing this and only playing evenly, but because this is a board breaker deck, we just want to break our opponent's board and then we just play from there. Triple Dark Ruler no more. My opponent makes big board, I ruler them, I just clear their board, and then I just start playing games from there. Double Dimensional Barrier. I contemplated playing Anti-Spell Flagrants originally, but the amount of people that just kept on little knighting away the Anti-Spell, I just rather play this because the only deck that I would really use this against is Pearly. I did use this against Branded, but I just realised that like Madolche just kills him Branded anyways because it just vomits out a board. But this is just something that can just be chained, and it doesn't matter what they really have because it just stops them for a turn. Fair enough, if I get debarrier called Exceed, I have a sad time. However, Chateau just makes things very, very big, so you can actually just win off of Fenrir and just very big monsters. And then the final board breaker is just evenly matched. Yes, we do the evenly matched Lightning Storm play of we have all the hand traps under the sun, and then we just win from just us playing all the good hand traps, and then we just crush their dreams from there. So I'm not really going to go into the combo for Madolche because it all leads to the same sort of route at the end. It's just the way that you get to the route. All you particularly want to reach to in the game is a point where you have where is it? Where you have Hoot Cake and this in rotation, so that you can start getting to your traps. Because your ideal end board itself, in the ideal universe, is a glass souffle with access to any of the hand traps that you have available. Doesn't really matter. If it's Orange Light plus Fairy, then it's really, really good. Chateau and the Promenade. So then you have Grave Disruption, hand traps, which basically just get added back from this. Chateau, so anything that's sent to your grave gets returned to your hand instead. And the Promenade, so that we just have additional negates. And that's really it. There's just 101 roads that lead to that end result, so we could just do test hands for days and it would lead to the same sort of outcome. But yeah, that's pretty much Madolche in a nutshell. Hopefully, I won't suck with this completely on Saturday, as well as on Wednesday when I do my testing. But we will update you on that with a bit of a report on how well that goes, even though I feel like this deck's slowly going to start dying for the reason of everyone at my locals starting to know what it does. But hey ho, suggestions are always looked forward to, and I'll be signing it out.